Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is James, and today we're jumping into episode 3 of my 5-year ICOI ETF experiment. It's December 2025 and the year is wrapping up, and my little beginner-friendly portfolio is starting to take shape. If you're new here, the whole idea is simple. I invest regularly into the ICOI ETF for 5 years and document everything: performance, thoughts, mistakes and all. So let's break down what happened this month. Now, before we dive into the November buy, I have to issue a bit of an apology. I made a mistake here with the ex-dividend date. I entered the 27th of November, but I've corrected it here to the 28th of November. Sorry about that. Now, with that out of the way, here's a quick 30-second recap of the experiment for anyone catching up. So I started this experiment to show complete beginners how long-term ETF investing actually plays out. Not just theoretical tests, but actual results. ICOI is an ETF focused primarily on dividends by generating income from covered calls done on the Coinbase stock. The crypto market is volatile in nature, so this is the perfect type of investment to take advantage of the highs and the lows, as we'll see. I'm contributing the dividend that I receive every month. No timing, no fancy trading, just consistent, boring, long-term investing. All right, let's check out November's buy. This month I added 5 new shares, which was the same amount of shares as last month. What I love about this experiment is that it removes the emotion, no second guessing, no waiting for the perfect time, just consistency. So we can see here we're buying the 5 shares at a limit order, and that will go through. All right, just checking everything's okay before we hit submit. The share price is $20.46, so we can get 5 shares. Okay. I just want to touch on the theme of this episode by highlighting something important that new investors often miss. When you're only a few months into an ETF experiment like this, it feels like nothing's happening, like you're getting a few dollars here, a few dollars there. But at this early stage is where the foundation is built. Every single share I buy now is like planting a seed that may grow for years. Especially in a 5-year experiment, the first 6 to 12 months are all about building mass, like forming the base of a snowball. For anyone just starting, this strategy is called dollar cost averaging, and it's perfect because it reduces stress, removes guesswork, smooths out volatility, and it keeps you consistent even when the market is behaving unpredictably. That's why I'm doing this publicly, so beginners can see how normal, slow, and steady the process really is. Now, we may have seen some reduction in share price in the first few months, so you'll see we started at $31.75, and last month it was $23.76. But the whole point of this experiment is not to react to headlines. It's to show that simple long-term ETF investing works without needing to predict anything. Okay, so it's the 28th of the 12th today. Christmas has come and gone. So I'm a few days late to getting this done. So apologies for that. So we'll go through and add this month's dividend. So first of all, we'll type in December. Ticker is ICO. Oops, wrong spot. ICOI. Now we'll check the current share price. Is $16.69 US dollars. So 16.69. So we can see there's a sharp price drop here. And that means we'll be able to buy more shares with our dividend this month, hopefully. So let's have a look at the dividend per share. I've got the email up. So this came on Christmas Day, so 3 days ago. So we'll have a look now. View distribution details. Okay, so ICOI, we've got $2.24 per share, which is still good. It's a bit of a reduction from last month, but hopefully with that share price going down, we can buy a few more shares. So let's pop that in to 24. Now, number of shares, what we can do is we've got the formula in here already, so we can pull this down. We should have 60 shares. Currently, we'll pull this one down as well. So it's $1,001.40. So we've actually lost about $500 there. The ex-dividend date, let's go back to the email there, is the 26th of the 12th. So apologies again for being a few days late there. So now we can pull this formula down as well. So we'd be getting $134.40 before tax, which is still pretty good. Let's have a look. So $114.24 after tax. So drum roll. Let's see how many shares we can buy with that. 6 shares this time. So that's pretty good. So we'll be adding another 6 shares and having 66 shares for January. So yeah, thanks a lot, guys, for tuning in and your support. This year, I know we started this quite late in the year in 2025, but let's hope things will improve in 2026 and. We're only at the start of this experiment, and we're at the start of the 5 years. So there's so many different ways this can play out, and I'm really excited to see what happens in the new year. Thanks again. Just letting you know, this is not financial advice. This is just me with 66 shares now of ICOI. So yeah, do your own research before you jump in and do something like this. But have a great new year, everybody, and yeah, we'll see you in January. Cheers.